Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of the C-List Villains, your cultivators of the comic culture. I'm your host, AJ. We've got Luke, Red, and what's your pet's name, Red?
Lola.
Boba? Is that a new one?
Oh, this is Lola.
Lola. Oh, okay.
Hola.
The Lolita.
Lolita.
Yeah. She's semi.
How long have you had Lola for?
2.5 years now. 2.5 years.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. She was a stray and then lived in my garden for a few months, and I finally caught her, and now she's part of the pack.
She's
Wait, That's awesome.
Yeah. She's right behind my potted plants in the front yard. Like, dude, what are you doing here? She followed us home on a walk and then decided to live there since she saw 3 of the dogs in the house. Yeah.
And then you took her in. She's pretty domesticated.
Yeah. I think she's abandoned. I think the people she was living with had got kicked out of their house and then moved out and left her in the neighborhood. So now she's here. Oh, baby. Yeah, she's good.
Oh, that's how we got our little kitty Loki.
Yeah, Loki got a great deal now. He's got 2 siblings, 2 doggy siblings, and a room to pee in.
Red, have you cleared up a little space in that room? Because it looks a little empty. Or is that a different room?
No, same room. I'm reorganizing.
Okay.
Are you selling some stuff? You downsizing?
That's coming up. I just don't know what I'm selling yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I'm still in a lot of
Hi, myself.
Facebook comic selling groups. I don't really interact anymore, and I see a lot of comments about like, "Oh man, it's a buyer's market," and I haven't even looked at prices on comic books. But is it that bad as far as the prices? Have they dropped so much that everything's like?
No,
Okay.
not that much has changed, honestly.
Yeah, it's still a steady market. There was one. It was a modern cable #1 foil edition. This guy was selling it because he says it's near mint 98, selling it for $105. In all of the groups, he posted on every comic book. They're like, dude, it's a $4 comic still, like from the 90s. It's not the very first appearance of cable. It's like a cable offshoot and mini story.
Is it the one where it's like a side view with the eyes sparkling? Is it that one?
Yeah, like a side profile view.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This dude, I forgot his name, but yeah,
It's a great cover. It's one of the more memorable ones, yeah, for sure.
I don't know how he's getting a 9.8 from a raw book, but he's so adamant at that grade because he saw that grade being sold for $100 on eBay. And it's like, what is this guy thinking? But I get everybody just talking shit about him. Hey, all power to him if someone does buy from him for $105.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate,
Hey, some guys could get delusional about their prices, but somehow someone's gonna buy it.
Yeah, there's is it this one here?
Yes, that one.
So there's one on eBay right now. Starting bid is at 99 cents with 4 days left. Someone bid on it, so
nice.
Yeah. Most likely it's one of the guys who's like bidding on it to win it and then show the guy like, hey, I bought it for $1.
Oh my god, there's an amazing Fantasy 15 signed by Stan Lee up for sale in one of the groups. 45,000 for a CGC 4.0 yellow label signed by Stan Lee, and the signature's just perfect.
45.
Oh wow, 45 grand.
Low. That seems low.
I mean, 2 years ago it would have sold for probably 85 grand.
Yeah.
But now it's at 45. I honestly, if I had, I would offer him I would buy it. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating just looking at it.
Do you think like, okay, if I was to sell a book that price, I would be like, I'm gonna fly out and hand deliver it to you because I wouldn't want to risk any sort of like risk in it getting damaged, lost. I would be like, I'm just gonna fly out, just deliver it to you, hand deliver it.
It is insane. So
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably still have it shipped.
Really?
I mean, it's insured, right? If you ship it through USPS, and granted, it's how much is the insurance after $100? It's
Well, they cap it.
Yeah, I don't know if they would insure that much.
They do, but it's called.
Oh, really?
It's called. You got to get it's like concierge service or something like that, where like someone literally hand carries it.
Oh, I mean, okay. Well, then I didn't know it was like that. But if USPS is literally going to hand deliver it and make all the necessary
I wouldn't fly
documentation.
out. I'm not gonna spend what if it's in like Florida? It's like 3 days. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think I don't know. For my peace of mind, I would.
Where's this guy at? He is in. Yeah, it's in New York. He's in New York.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd have to fly to New York. Oh, maybe I could see Dave Chin. I go out there.
Yeah, you can see the guys out there, and even Dan would probably come down from Michigan and go to New York and meet you.
Yeah, I'd fly out for it. That'd be fun, actually. Flying to the city.
It's not. You can just do a quick turnaround, like fly into the airport, get into the terminal, and then fly out the lobby, and then all right, catch your next flight.
7-hour flight. Dude, if I'm going to the big city or the Big Apple, I'm gonna get.
Oh yeah,
I want to hang out there for a couple.
I've
never been.
Oh wow, you've never been to New York?
Never been to New York proper. I've never been to New York City proper.
So you've been to like upstate or what?
Yeah, I've been to New Jersey and around, but I never Boston. I've never been to New York.
Yeah,
it's been 28 years for me. I've been in New York that long. Damn, a long time ago.
I didn't realize that because I'm not gonna lie, because being in California, we're so like we don't really realize how close all those other like big cities are so close to each other.
Like Boston to New York's only like 3 hours,
Yeah, Boston, New York, Philadelphia.
They're all just right there.
Yeah.
Take the train. You can
take a train.
That's all you got to do. Then they'll take you to DC.
You can go to DC. That's what I'm saying. I've never been to New York. Is it great? Is it worth the trip?
I've been there once. It was fine.
It's worth it. Okay.
You don't think it was worth it, Red? When you went?
Well, I went during the summer where it was like super hot and humid.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, I went. Probably when I went, it wasn't the best weather, but it was still fine.
It's a concrete jungle, so you'd want to go like fall, winter. Enjoy Central Park. Me, I hung around Manhattan and gone to the Statue of Liberty, and then work my way up to Buffalo, and then into Niagara Falls. It's a quick trip, at least 2-3 days.
Wait, Miss So isn't Miss So from the East Coast?
She's from Chicago.
Midwest.
That okay? I have to say, when you say you're from Chicago and they say it's the Midwest, that always confuses me because it doesn't seem like that should be called the Midwest, right?
Should we bring up a map and see how we could portion it out to be like how we're seeing things on the NBA stand? Conferences where the West Coast, the Western Conference and Eastern Conference is at. Should we do it that way?
Yeah.
Let me bring up a map there. Hold on.
Like I never understood how Chicago is called the Midwest.
Let me see if I can.
Chicago's the Midwest, isn't it?
Yeah, that's technically the Midwest.
Technically, I think it's more mid-east if you're gonna go anything, right?
It's center east. Center east. Let me find that map for you. Oh, we could do a little geography right here. We could do a little geography. So yeah. So here's Chicago right here where you see my cursor. So Illinois. So the center of the country right here is pretty much the Mississippi River. Well, is the Mississippi here? Yeah, this is Mississippi.
Yeah.
So, but it'll be here. That's going towards Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana.
That's mid-east. That is not Midwest.
Mid-east. There's no mid-east. It's East Coast, West Coast, Midwest.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a mid-east. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, over here, this is the original 13 colonies on this side. And over here is you got the Louisiana Purchase. And then
Oh, here we go.
Kelly.
I want to move to the Louisiana Purchase
Yeah,
that
that's
they bought for like 3 beaver pelts and a fucking like.
yeah. Those Native Americans got shafted on that deal. All right.
So, or Alaska was the big shaft, though, right? So like
Yeah, that was from Russia. I mean, the
50
French
grand or something like that.
Really.
Hey, so are we ever gonna
You said we're the east side of the Midwest.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Guam still considered a U.S. territory?
Yeah.
Territory? Yeah, go on.
Guam and what's the other?
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So how come they? I remember for a while Puerto Rico was really trying to be labeled as a state, and I don't know what happened.
I think they still are actually. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it takes
close.
75% of the states to approve
Ratify it?
statehood for Puerto Rico.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We need a little bit of that.
I'd say do that and Guam. Yeah, right. Guam is U.S. territory, correct? Or
It is.
territory.
It is.
yeah. Give us those two. Let's bring those two. If they want to be part of the U.S., I'd say let's do it.
I'm all for it. It's just again, it's got to be habitat. I hate.
Oh my gosh, we have so many territories. Samoa is a territory.
Samoa is also another one.
Micronesia, Guam, Marshall Islands, Palau. I didn't know Palau was.
Yeah, because we all have bases in there. Those are strategically placed there in case Japan or China, attack.
Go at it with each other.
Yeah. But as far as like statehood for those guys, it's if the country wants it, we should vote for it. But then there was not enough movement in Congress to really, approve it. And we don't.
Misto wants to retire in Hawaii. You know what? I keep hearing Hawaii is so expensive to live in, though.
So expensive.
Yeah.
Well, see, you guys would do great, but me with my white skin, no, I'll never.
No, you'll be fine. Yeah, I know you're fair skin, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's the humidity will kill you before the sunburn will.
Is it that humid in Hawaii?
It's tropical. It's
Yeah, that's true. But I never hear people complain about how humid it is in Hawaii. But what do I know? I don't really pay attention, right?
That's why you'll never see me back at home and retire back in the islands. I'm going to be here. I want to be where it's cold.
I get island fever though, bad.
Yeah,
gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here.
Ouchin' and slouchin'. See Bizzle. I haven't seen that guy in a while. What's up, buddy?
Who is that? I've never even seen that name before.
Very like one of the rare times I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Probably added them not too long ago. Great weather, yes.
Hey, Red. So you don't want to retire in the Philippines?
No. I have houses there, but I don't want to retire there, man. The internet's slow, and I would have nothing to do.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you were someone who would want to, but
I would spend 6 months there and then come back 6 months here. I would do that, but as far as like full on retirement, no, I wouldn't do that. Then
from like what, September to March? That's probably the best
come back here
time,
for
right?
tax season and come, enjoy the winter here, then enjoy the winter there.
Yeah.
What I want to do.
Yeah.
Love it.
Let's do a little football talk, right? I know Red's a happy man right now.
Yeah.
Last man standing with
How
his
about
team.
them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys?
Congratulations, Niners.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice being close to the mountaintop, but definitely it's still a hard road ahead along when you have to go against the number 2 seed, the Lions.
Yeah.
And then seeing how either one of the AFC teams, the Ravens and the Chiefs, have already beaten us during the season.
The Niners played the Chiefs this season?
I think we did in the middle of the season.
I didn't even know that they played.
If not, I'm thinking last season. But yeah, I know.
Dude, I want a Niners-Ravens Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be a great rematch of the Harbaugh era. Well, also be nice to see a Chiefs one to get that rematch from 2019.
Red, I know that you're not gonna want me to. You're not gonna.
Hey, wait!
like
You're
what
gonna
I'm gonna
say
say.
You're gonna say the exact same thing I'm gonna say. I know
Oh, yeah,
you and
go
I
ahead.
think exactly the same.
I would.
Say
The
it.
Niners have had success, but it would be nice to see the Lions make it. It really would.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's a great story.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a great story.
Yeah, I was hoping the dark horse team in the AFC, which is the Browns, make it this far, and then have to go through Baltimore with Flacco at their QB versus his old team, going head to head. And with the Lions, it's just 30, well, not even 30. The last championship they had was during the 1950s. So
Yeah, it wasn't even called the Super Bowl. It was.
yeah, it'll be a great story for the Lions. Really.
Have you guys heard of the Super Bowl logo?
Yes, the colors. Yeah.
It's red and purple or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Niners and Ravens. No, Lions and Ravens would be a great game too. That is such a great. The Lions is just that's the best story of the year.
Yeah, they are. That coach has turned things around there.
Yeah, and nice. I mean, I remember Jared Goff.
1957, right?
Yeah.
57. Yes, Jared Goff was supposed to be the guy to be to head the Rams for the next 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And McVay just soured on him because he just couldn't get over get a win with the Niners and everything else. Plus him losing to Brady in the last Super Bowl was just like, you know what, we're just gonna get somebody else who is
They take him to the top.
Yeah, which
they did.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did. And then it took a couple of seasons with Goff at Detroit to really get a footing and then have the team build around them. And now they're here. They're at the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a feel good story, but I don't know if they have a chance really against the Niners.
it's 50-50. I've seen the odds, but it was like a +7 or -7 for the Niners on this game. Granted,
Just a touchdown.
Yeah. If the weather's nice, then it's Niners all day. But definitely, if the weather becomes rainy, then I guess the odds get a little bit lower.
I would, but even still, I would give that more to the Niners since the Detroit plays in the dome, so they're not used. They don't play. I don't think they're used to playing in bad weathered conditions.
No, they're not. And there's other factors out there where Goff isn't really mobile as the other quarterbacks, and Detroit's last in I guess pass defense, where they're always getting beat. But any given Sunday, anybody could win. So we'll just see.
I mean, Detroit, they're on a drought for all sport. It's been like 20 years since the Pistons won.
No, Pistons was it that long ago?
I think so.
Yeah,
Ben Wallace era.
Oh, well, I can't believe it's been that long.
Tayshaun Prince and Rip Hamilton. That was your squad. That was your squad that beat the Lakers. And that Lakers squad was Kobe, Shaq, Malone,
Gary Payton.
Who else is in there?
That was one of the best series ever. And
It was
so good.
Yeah.
I don't think Detroit will ever have that kind of team ever again.
No, Meta World Peace wasn't on that team.
He was with the Pacers
No.
time.
Pacers, okay.
Yeah, but it was. I think he was part of that fight, that brawl in the.
Oh yeah, the bouts at the Palace.
Yeah. Oh, Detroit Red Wings. We forgot about them. We're not big hockey. That's why.
If Mahomes wins another Super Bowl, how close is he to getting? He's got to win a lot more, but is he getting closer to like a GOAT status as far as NFL?
This is 6 straight for championship. 6 straight. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I would think he's already there. It's Mahomes and I forgot the coach's name. What the fuck's his name again?
Andy Reid.
Yeah, Andy Reid.
Mahomes and Reid, they're like second to Brady and Belichick, and then third is Montana and Walsh. That QB coach team really You know, that's
What
your
did what Aikman and the Cowboys do?
Aikman and
They won. They won back to back, right? They didn't do 3.
They didn't do
I think-
3.
yeah. I don't think they did. No, they did 3 in the 90s, didn't they?
I thought they
Not
got
back
3.
to back to back though, right?
Did you
No,
get
no.
3 rings though?
Yeah, they got 3 rings in the 90s. Then I think it was Niners got 1, and I think 2 by the Packers, 3 by the Cowboys, and I don't know the rest.
Wait,
of that.
no, the Packers only got 1. Brett Favre's only got 1 ring, right?
1 ring. Could have sworn they had more. I don't
I
know,
think he's only got 1.
or a couple by New York too. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, the New York's got it.
Yeah, all I know is the NFC was pretty strong during the 90s. You know, the AFC couldn't win anything. You had the Bills go 3 times in a row.
4.
4. Okay, 4 times in a row.
4
That
times,
was
yeah, man.
insane. Yeah, always surprised. And they lost again. Oh, heartbreaker.
Oh, that
Wide
was
right.
why they just can't. I don't know. They can't win over Mahomes for some reason. Maybe it's the coaching. Maybe it's just the personnel. I mean, every game that they played for the last 3 seasons, really, it's getting close. The margin of I guess the win gets smaller.
Yeah.
3 points. Last year was 6 points. The year before that was 2 touchdowns. So they're getting close.
But last year was that when was the overtime game? Was that last year or the year before?
Can't recall.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or did it go to overtime or just I can't even remember anymore. I don't know.
it's there's so many games right now. It's crazy, and
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Seahawks to come back from this as far as like because they're still a strong squad. It's just how you gonna build up from where Pete Carroll had built, or do you just dump it all and start all over?
You start all over, I think. I think you're gonna have to.
I don't know. You have a receiver in
DK Metcalf.
yeah.
That's what I think they're gonna. I don't follow football the way I do basketball, but if it's anything, they trade him for picks and then just start all over.
Oh, shit. All I know is we have 10. Niners have 10 picks for next season.
10 picks.
We have 10 picks. It's from like compensatory picks, compensatory trades, and you know, I guess we got a couple from when we traded off a couple other players. So yeah, I guess we have some cash in the bank in order to like trade off those picks for next year.
Okay. Well, I mean, I hope that I don't have a horse in the race, but
just watch and enjoy. I don't care if they win or lose. I'm already happy that they got this far, and right now all I want is just for Purdy to grow. That's it.
all right.
What's this? Is that a new cabinet on your left side, Luke? No, it's not. It's empty though.
Empty, yeah.
Just empty.
Just, more boxes.
Yeah, there were slabs on that rack. But
Yeah, nothing there right now.
we didn't put them back after the convention.
I haven't been using this for selling.
Well, you do have a rack too. You just bought a spinner rack.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
you
a
did?
spinner. Yeah,
Yeah.
the comic spinner, right?
Do you is it in good shape or do you have to do anything to like make it better or whatever? Refurbish it?
Dude, it is the nicest. It's you can kind of see it there in the background. It's the original one from like the 80s with like the Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
A little sign on there.
It's the nicest one I've ever seen.
Nice.
None of the tines are broken. And the last one I saw it was all rusted up and shit, sold for like $800, and this one's like,
Oh, dude, I didn't know they go for that much.
yeah.
It's pristine. I mean, you could make it if you know how to weld. You can make one, but that one looks like it just came off the shop floor.
Yeah, just off the factories. Seriously.
I mean, I wish they had comic books still at the market, when you go to the grocery store, but
They're bringing them back, actually. They are, yeah.
oh,
Like,
really?
Like Walmart and Target, they have like comics and stuff.
Yeah,
But I've seen them. They're sealed. It's not like
it's not like on the magazine rack. Like,
yeah.
Oh, just like yeah.
Barnes and Nobles or what's the other bookstore? They actually have it on like a rack system. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a single comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like a book.
I know that this is some old news, but this is something we haven't covered yet. CGC fiasco, meaning, would you guys say that CGC is in hot water right now? Their reputation is taking a hit, for sure,
yeah,
right?
Big time.
Yeah.
You call it jailbreaking a slab? Is that what it is?
Well, it's their it's a reholdering scam. So you can send a broken slab and they'll keep the grade. They'll just they'll put it in a new slab. So people will send in broken slabs with a 9.8 label,
Right.
but switch it out with a 9.4 book or an 8.5 book.
And there's no quality control to actually verify if that's correct.
No, they don't. They just reholder it, and now you have a 9.8 Amazing Spider-Man 300, but it's an 8.5.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of us have seen a lot of these 9.8s floating around. We're like, what the duck? That is not a 9.8. Like,
look at all the politics on that thing. Like, what? Who created this piece of shit?
And now we know there's been some scammers, and it's just criminals out there, or just greedy businessmen who are like, dude, I can spend $15 for a reholder to get $5,000 more dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
the
funny thing is that doing that never even like crossed my mind. And like thinking back over the past 5 years, I'm like, that is like, it's stupidly easy to do.
That's evil, really.
But it just never even like crossed my mind, and like I almost feel like stupid for not thinking it. You know what I mean? Like
the video how they crack it and then seal it up again after they put the book in.
No.
Yeah.
So
there's a how-to on that on YouTube.
See, I would think that if you're the only way you could like if the book is, if the seal's been cracked, if it's to a point where you can remove it, then you cannot, that's null and void. It has to get a new grade.
Yeah.
Like if it's got a crack where like, there's a chip or whatever, and you want to rehold it because the case is broken, but there's no actual proof that the book was swapped.
Yeah.
No,
I get that.
The video shows it having to be breaking the seal in the bottom, slipping the old book out, and placing the new book in the same situation, and then super glue the.
Oh, so they make it look like it's never been.
But the problem is they put the raw book back without the reholder, without the plastic thing in there, like that little blister pack that they sealed the book.
Yeah.
They just replaced the book inside the slab raw, and none the wiser because no one's gonna look that shit's like, jostling around the case.
I bought a slab one time with a book raw inside of it, and it never even crossed my mind. I thought it was a CGC mistake, and now I know it was someone fucking around.
Oh, so that was the ASM 300 that was graded 7, and then you
Here's the funny thing: it came back higher. It came back a 9.2.
Oh.
Did you get it cleaned and pressed?
Well, I didn't. So whoever bought it from me did, and they messaged me.
Oh.
So it's confusing because it was a CGC like 7.0, but then it came back higher. So I think like it was like a dumb criminal.
Or just like they didn't want to deal with the clean and the press. Is like, okay, I'm just gonna slip this one in there, keep the higher grade one that's already been cleaned and pressed, and then.
Well, I didn't sell it as CG. I sold it raw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I took it out, and I was like, it was in a 7.0, but I was like, I'm gonna just sell it as raw. So
Yeah.
I think I sold it for cost what I paid for it, and it was a fine deal.
Yeah. And Miss So's saying there was a channel I found where the guy showed how easy it is to heat the seal around the edges in a certain way without any
Yeah. As long as you're within that seam, you break it there, and you can hide it, and then you have to do the I guess the the purple light, whatever the black light shit to
Yeah.
like, seal with the glue, and then you won't see any of the glue residue on there.
So, do you think it's just CGC is the example because they're the most well known, but this could have been done with like CBCS?
No, I think CBCS is a different class system.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
different. They're new cases. Here's a brand new case from last month. It's dude, it's there's
pretty.
it's sealed. There,
Yeah.
you know how CGC you can
Yeah, it's got little clips, right?
well, not clip. CGC doesn't have clips. The old CBCS cases did have clips on the bottom, and you could take a pair of pliers and open them up. The new ones do not. This is fully sealed. You can't get your fingernail in anywhere. The CGC case, you can get your fingernail in right there and pry it open
Okay.
easily.
So with that, if you were gonna get that re-signed, somebody at the booth has to open it for you.
It would have to be, yeah.
Because they would really need to break it.
This case is far and above CGC case. The new CBCS case is beautiful. I hate their font though. Their font.
Yeah, that's what everyone hates. Like, I think we're just so used to the CGC font.
Yeah, I don't like the font, but the case itself is beautiful. It's a little thinner than the CGC, but nice and sturdy. Nothing's happened. It's crystal clear. You know, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's no Newton rings at all. I've never seen a Newton ring on a CBCS.
So if you can use Gorilla Glue on the video I saw.
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous slab. I wish CGC would use this slab, but it's probably a different. Well, now let me see. Okay, here's a first appearance of Echo Maya Lopez, 9.6.
I got to put one up.
Gorgeous slab, nice label on top, and I like how the back. There's a QR code for grading notes.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
CGC, you have to buy the notes. Like, get out of here.
Oh, here's the old one. So this one has the tabs.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
So you can just take a pair of pliers.
Yeah,
CBCS. Yeah. The old one.
Yeah.
Well, what is that? A 0.5 of what?
Daredevil 7. I wanted the lowest grade slab I can get with a Stanley signature, and I got one.
That's sick.
Oh no!
Let me see that Stanley sig. Let me just obsess over it.
I can't even see where it's at.
It's right on his leg.
Oh, okay, there
That's
it is.
nice. That's a nice label.
Yeah. So I just wanted to have a book that had his signature at that lowest grade. This is the one I found. It's like $200. That's cool.
That's awesome. Oh, Lawrence is texting.
Let's see. This one is even the book is jostling around this one. This is a CGC.
Oh shit! And that's it. Oh no! It's jostling a bit.
Yeah.
Oh no! Okay, here we go. That should not be. See.
Are you gonna try to crack that open right now?
Oh, well,
Zero jostle.
Yeah, it's a qualified gray. I mean, I could just have it raw.
No jostle at all.
It's a 180. Yeah, it's a Hulk 180. First appearance of Wolverine.
Yeah, first real appearance of Wolverine. First true appearance.
First true appearance. And yes, you can get your little fingernails in there and pry this thing open. Yeah. So there are ways to break into something. It's just like having to glue it all back together. That's something else. That takes some patience.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What's going to happen with CGC? What's the PR solution? You guys think?
Yeah. I mean, right? Because now it's like having a spouse cheat. It's like having a spouse cheat on you. But like, I don't even know. Like, what's the best analogy? I don't even know if that's the right analogy. What's a good analogy to use for it? Because it's like it happened under their nose, but it happened for so long that it makes them look like fool me once, shame on you.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
the limitations is already passed. You bought the book and resold it.
I know that's a weird. I'm sorry. It's not a cheating spouse. It's like, what is it? It's like a store getting stolen from someone stealing from a store, but then like it just keeps happening over and over and over and over. It's like In-N-Out in Oakland.
It's a crime. It's a crime always under your nose. It's just it's happening, but you don't see it outright unless you're like really look at it.
Dude, I used to go to that In-N-Out all the time too. Man.
Do you? Because I know with CGC they've been, in my point of view, they've always been kind of more of like, hey, we don't have to. We're the top dog, so we're not gonna, do anything right
at all. Yeah, it's like they probably have the backup as far as like the history of the book and what happened to it. And it's already in their database, and they could probably tell when the book got hacked into and then swapped out, and then they could keep an eye on it next time it goes back into the system, and someone had to regrade it.
Well, and have the perpetrators been have their accounts been terminated? These people, their accounts have been terminated. We're cutting business ties with them, but they haven't said any of that.
Yeah, I mean, they need to step up and say something, I think.
Well, it's a perfect time for our friends at Comic Capsule. Like, hey, you know what? You don't need to fully encapsulate your book. Just go our route and place your book in our protection case right here.
Exactly. I mean, if you know the grade of it and it's for your own personal, then yes, graded slabs, they look nice, but if you don't need that, go with a Comic Capsule.
Yeah. Well, for me, if I'm gonna get buried in one of these, slab books, so my ashes is actually gonna be inserted into one of those. So I want to make sure that's watertight. So it's not gonna be in a Comic Capsule. It'll be in that.
Wait. Are you saying that you want your ashes with a comic book and then have them graded?
I don't need to be graded.
Oh.
It'd just be encapsulated, then just take art. It'd be art in red. We'll just have my name and my date of birth and then the day I died on there. That'd be great. That's all I
want. Has there any other comic book or pop culture news that we can dive into?
No, I think it's the last week of Spawnuary, which is a thing that Todd had put out there to get people to submit covers for his books. There is a guy out there who is, I don't know, it seems like he's complaining, but yet also in getting involved in the contest. He's just saying that what big name like Todd McFarlane asking people to draw and submit without paying them, and his art was Spawn, and then at the top where it should say Spawn says "fuck you, pay me" on his.
So he's not submitting it then.
He submitted it already, or at least he put it out there with the hashtag. So I guess part of the submission already.
Maybe he's paying. Maybe I don't know what Todd. I don't know the whole contest, but maybe Todd is going to pay after the fact, right?
No. This is the payment right now is you're getting
a Spawn cover.
Not a Spawn cover. You're getting exposure with the community that he goes through, because his reach goes farther beyond than anybody other artists out there, especially if you're just starting out. Okay. So if your piece is badass, of course, Todd's gonna put your stuff out there on his social media.
But if whoever he chooses, they get that as a cover, and I'm assuming Todd's gonna pay him for that work.
Right? Yeah, the one who picked it. Right, but so learn to clean and press and grade your own books. I don't know about grading, but I can learn to clean and press it.
Yeah, I thought about buying a heat press and trying it out on my own, but I don't have any. Do you guys have any knowledge in pressing books?
A few here and there. I can get tips from our friend James, because he does it without a heat press. He uses an iron.
I tried that and that did not work a long time ago. I'm like, yeah,
He does it on a light setting, and he uses parchment
like a
paper.
towel, right?
That and parchment paper to separate the pages, and then a little like a I guess a backer board as something solid that to iron onto.
Have you ever
Yes.
have you ever pressed your own books, Luke, or clean them?
Yeah.
What do you use a heat press or what?
Yeah, I have a press. It's
Okay.
pretty easy. I stopped doing it though. I have kind of a bad feeling that it's going to be kind of like consider restoration in the future. So I'm
You think
kind
so?
of I'm steering away from it to keep books as original as possible. Yeah. Because people, let's not forget, in the 70s, taking a black marker to a black spine was considered perfectly okay. And taking glue and restoring the cover and tape, all that stuff was a service. People love to do it.
Okay, I get, like, tape and the marker, and I might be, when people replace the staples, right? I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay with that, though.
Yeah, if it's real rusty.
Yeah.
Well, you can clean them. You can clean the staples. You can clean them,
but
you can like soak them and get the rust off without making it seem too crazy. But
yeah,
okay.
you don't want to take a bristle pad and like scrape the rust off.
You soak them something.
Yeah.
Eats all the rust away, and then you can put it back on.
So you're just using so if you take the book apart, use the original staple, that's not considered restoration. But if you use a new staple,
it can be if they can see it. Yeah, it can be considered that. Like if they see rust marks on the pages, but the staple itself super clean.
Yep.
They'll note it.
That's evidence that was been tampered with.
Tampering.
Do you use a t-shirt, like a t-shirt heat press?
Yeah, it's just sitting over there on the. I haven't used it in a while. It's been a little while, but it was the one.
I've seen a sale on Amazon for like a t-shirt like heat press, and I'm like, well, how do we use like the comic books for that? Because I know some people use.
There's a book. It's called CPR, and the guy, he's kind of the guru on pressing. There's a group on it. Captain Mike. Captain with a K, Mike with a Y. Just look on Facebook. It's a whole group, and he's one of the best pressers out there. And he literally wrote the book on it.
Okay, I'll have to look into it.
CPR.
Is that what you're gonna do instead of go to the gym? Is like start pressing books between the hours of 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock before you go to work?
No, I mean, I only thought about it because like I saw a heat press for like 170. And like I was like, I can make like some custom T-shirts and use it to press books,
Yeah. Misso says, yeah, you watch it on YouTube. Usually they have it on there too. And I think Captain Mike is also on YouTube, so he's got tutorials.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, we have friends in the community too. They'll help teach.
Yeah. I know that Luke and Eman are the gamers in our group, but I've been playing Spider-Man 2018. Man, that's a good game.
It's fun.
It's a solid game. I catch myself just swinging through the city and looking for crime.
Open world, just like
open world,
auto, and then so you don't have to really jump on the mission. You just be Spider-Man.
Yeah. And Luke, you said you were playing Red Dead Redemption?
Dude, I've just been playing Red Dead a lot. Red Dead 2. It's so fun.
Also open world?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, open world, yeah.
Damn. I need to get back into gaming.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, before playing this game, I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, and man, to me that's probably one of my favorite games I've ever played. I mean, it's such a great game, great story too.
This so says the one on PS5 is fire. So
Yeah, I'm hoping that because I'm gonna play the Miles after the Peter Parker one, and then hopefully the new one, the Spider-Man 2 will go on sale sometime soon.
oh, what do you think of that? That I guess one of the gaming studios saying that they won't be selling any more discs, but that the games that you download from them you don't actually own. You
I
don't own.
know, and you have to subscribe. You have to do a subscription.
Yeah. You're basically paying for that monthly fee to play the game. Not your game anymore. You're paying
Yeah,
to play it on their server.
all games are moving to a subscription model.
Yeah, I mean, I technically I'm doing that right now because I'm playing. I paid for the PS5 Plus subscription because I didn't know that in order to play online, you have to subscribe. You have to pay the subscription fee. So I'm like, I was forced to do it, and then I went to the middle tier because it had the games that I wanted to play.
So it's PlayStation's version of Steam.
Is that what's I don't is that
Yeah.
what Steam does?
Steam, the same thing, is subscription based gaming, and you either play it from your desktop or they have a Steam Deck, which is just a handheld like device, just like the Switch, and you get the deck with the stuff you want to play. I For me, I would always go back to the peripherals and go through the cartridges and go choose my games that way because I could never pay out up the ass for a game that I might try for a few minutes, get bored with it, and then go on to the next game and do the same thing.
Yeah.
It is really nice to not have a disc, though.
It is. It's nice.
So nice, and you don't hear the disc whine. You know.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I mean,
dude, I have got to, before we head out, do you guys know Stephanie Lavaude? She's a French artist.
No.
Can you name her works? It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
She did this. She did like this big Happy New Year's Grogu post. And it was like this kind of a huge thing. And dude, she sent Ellie the original art for it.
Wait, you how did you get it though? You paid for it or?
No, she said I met her at Fan Expo San Francisco, and I commissioned her for a Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's why the name is familiar. Okay.
So we've been messaging back and forth a little bit, and then she saw my post with Ellie having her brain issues, and she's like, "I want to send Ellie the Grogu."
Nice.
She wrote for Ellie. Then she wrote for Ellie, the force is in you. Love, Steph.
Oh.
No.
Dude, look how sick that is.
That is great.
So, I'm gonna have it framed and put it above Ellie's bed.
Yeah, you should frame the little post-it note too.
Well, yeah, I mean it has this on the back, but yeah, that'd be cute. Maybe I'll put that I don't know.
Part of the lease on like a little frame.
I'm gonna have Ellie paint something and send it to her in frames.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
This is asking how's Ellie doing.
She's doing really good. Thank you for asking. She's actually doing amazing. It's a miracle. It really is a miracle.
Yeah, somehow it just started working. That shunt started working on its own. So maybe prayer and good thoughts, man. That's all. Sometimes.
Dude, all I'll say is I've witnessed another miracle where my friend broke her arm, snapped her arm right here, and she got it X-rayed in the hospital. It's fully snapped, and this pastor came and prayed for it to heal it, and the bone was healed instantly.
What?
Yeah, you told me the story.
And they took
you saw it happen, or
they no, they took because I was friends with her, and I knew the pastor too, and they took a second X-ray 2 hours later, and they're like, "There's two X-rays, one at 3:52 p.m., one at 5:30, 5:50, something like that." And the doctor is just like, he's like going like this. He's like, And the pastor's like, and the girl, she just got up and left. They didn't have to cast it.
She was part Wolverine.
Fully snapped.
Damn. I'm just curious how you break a bone right here.
She was snowboarding.
Oh, okay. All right.
She was snowboarding and fell on her arm.
Yeah, it's a single bone from your shoulder to the elbow. Then
Yeah, I know, but that's a very weird spot for it to get broken. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's one of the strongest bones in the body next to your tibia and fibia.
Yeah, wild though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I believe in God. That made me believe in God more.
I don't know if it was a clean break where it kind of breaks 90 degrees from where the bone is going, or is it like a shatter break and you have a bone sticking out of your skin. But,
no, it was not compound, but
okay.
the bone was they were far. It was like that. It looked like
oh man, okay.
you know, and then it was like
that's something magical.
2 hours later.
Oh man.
Completely. So her shunt was working, and thank you for all the prayers out there and thoughts, and it's awesome.
Yeah, man, we're happy that it all worked out, man, for sure.
Because the pediatric neurologist, he was laughing. Because he was like, I can't believe, he was literally laughing. He's like, I can't believe this. He's like, I literally can't believe that it's working.
It
was cool.
It definitely was I guess, a freak of nature, or just like whatever it is acting weird that day, right? And then throughout that week, it just started working like recently. When did their headaches started stopping?
Right after the appointment.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
She has not complained of a single headache since. And she was having headaches every day. I know.
Okay, that's a miracle.
She hasn't complained of a headache one time since that appointment.
That's dope, man.
So yeah, really cool. Really cool.
Ready? Are you open up a little mail call for us?
I do. I am actually. It's a mail call from our friend Evil Fed. It sent to me as a thank you because I sent him some other stuff, and so I wanted to show it to you guys. What it is? It's a T-shirt that's him and I printed on there. Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah,
that's from Comic-Con.
That's from Comic-Con. Him and I, he dressed as Mr. Satan. I dressed up as the Ox King for Dragon Ball Z. And
I like it. I love it.
Yeah, that's a great gift. Okay,
Very cool.
That's sexy. I don't know if I want to wear it now. I gotta hang it up somewhere.
Wear it, enjoy it.
Wear it at a convention. That's a great contrast. Is it thick?
Yeah, it's just one of those nice shirts.
No. Oh, here would be the coolest thing. If you get a picture of wearing that with him and then make a shirt of that and then just keep doing that.
Like Inception?
Yeah.
I think that'll be the plan. That'll be the plan for every convention that we all go to. We should do that.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
Anything else we got to bring up? No new shows or anything, right?
No, I'm binging Bear season 1 of Bear right now. And
the cooking show, right?
Oh, dude. Oh. So good. So Miss So, I don't know if you've is the beef sandwich, is that a big deal? I think it's a big deal in Chicago. I don't know. I've never had one. But the show itself is, if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
What's it on?
Dude, you know what? I don't even know.
I think it's Hulu. Is it Hulu? I think it might be
maybe Hulu. Like, I'm so all these different streaming services, and I have a voice thing on my remote where I just say the show and it just goes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, pull up Bear season 1 and it just goes to that service.
Dude, I heard that they're gonna increase Netflix again because there's that deal with WWE.
I don't know if the price went up, but they sold the rights to stream it for 50 billion.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
That's
for
insane.
10 years.
That's insane. I love it.
It seems like not a lot of people have USA or basic cable, or they want to have their reach go further beyond. So if everybody has a Netflix account outside of the US, then yeah, that's the best way you can watch Raw and eventually all the other.
Is it going to have all the pay-per-view stuff or no?
That one,
No. You'd have to pay per view for
Oh,
that.
yeah. Unless you have Peacock, Peacock will give you the pay per view for free.
well, maybe they will then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've concluded tonight's episode, right?
Love it.
Yeah, so far. Conventions. What are you guys planning on doing this year?
WonderCon, that's probably the first one, and then probably nothing till San Diego, really.
Okay, Luke, you already did Fan Expo.
Yeah, I've already got one under my belt, so I don't know. Fan Expo Portland, and that was the shittiest con I've ever been to. I'm gonna hit a couple local small shows up, like one's called Frankenstein, another small toy show, but I don't know. Fan Expo, hopefully next, but who knows?
By November. Okay.
What about you, Red?
Hopefully you don't have school that November.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna be working if I'm gonna have a job or not, I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Me, I got the one couple of small ones coming up, and then there's one big one where Rose Besh is going to be. I think that's the short box event.
Oh, okay.
Down in San Jose, and then
Rose Besh, yeah.
Oh,
did you see this, AJ?
Yeah, you showed us last week.
Okay. Pretty. I still want to know if you still smell like her. Yeah, I want to smell her.
Don't say that, Red. Do not say that.
She's so sweet. She's such a sweet little not little. She's pretty tall actually, but taller than I thought. But
what,
cool.
5'9", 5'7"?
Yeah, in the 5'7", 5'9" range.
Okay.
Really nice person, really nice artist. This is like my favorite print. E-Man wanted this, but I don't know. I might keep it.
Like, hey, you're lost, buddy.
Sorry, man. So I thought I was gonna tell E-Man, but he's not here. I told him 33, but I checked my bank records and they charged me 44. So I don't know if he still wants to pay 44.
Yeah, well, hold on to it until he says something. But yeah, for those of you don't know, E-Man took another sabbatical in the show. So
he's on a sabbatical for a while. He's gonna go and he needs to take care of his personal life. So that's fine. So he can't do social media for a while.
Yeah.
And so if there's someone, maybe a woman that wants to, lady out there who wants to come and help out,
Miss So
with the podcast while E-Man's away.
Miss So, yeah, more than welcome to join.
Hug E-Man for me when we see him.
Yeah, we don't even see each other really in real life.
I have the best chance of seeing him because they'll down. But
yeah, I saw him in November when we hung out for the weekend. That was fun.
Yeah. Fun fact: Luke and I have never actually met in real life.
We can't try you out of SoCal. Okay. I'm gonna have to fly down there to actually meet you in IRL. I do want to get down to LA at some point.
Yeah, I mean, or San Diego. I mean, well, I know that it's kind of tough for you
but this year might be different though. If I can get a job,
Yeah, you can use my badge.
Or buy one online,
No, that's tough doing that way. Just use my badge. You'll be fine.
Okay.
So Red, what's the before we go? What is the next con you're going to go to?
Oh, the short box one, and there was one more that I'm meeting James, our friend James Kozer. It's somewhere in Sacramento. I forgot what was the name of it, but there's another artist there that does The Crow. Yeah, he'll be there.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice. I'm excited for that movie.
Who's playing The Crow?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I'm excited to see a new Crow movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and before that, we'll probably get the Deadpool trailer like right.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that at some point. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
It's a leap year. I forgot. It's a leap year.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the C-List Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at clistvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, C-List Villains and C-List Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List E-Man, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.